Next up, we've got Damir Ismagulov versus Guram Kutateladze. I hope I said Guram's last name right. I'll just be referring to him as Guram. But Damir, he's got way more experience in the UFC than Guram. He's a really good Russian mixed martial artist. He's got an arsenal that, it contains everything. He's got a really solid right hand. He uses that often and well. He's got extremely good timing when it comes to his stand-up. He's got really good head movement. He uses body kicks really well. And he's about 30 years old, but he's on a 15-fight win streak. Guram just won a tight split decision against Mateusz Gamrot, and I don't feel confident in Guram at all. I really like Ismagulov's approach to doing damage consistently over time and maintaining his gas tank throughout a fight. I really like Ismagulov here. What do you think about that one, Tom?
Oof. Listen, this is a really close one for me. I mean, when it comes down to who's the better grappler and position control person, that's going to be Damir Ismagulov. He's also probably a little bit more of the volume fighter, but Guram is a little bit more of and because he trains with them, the Khamzat style fighter, where he has a good, solid grappling game base of his own. When he gets taken down, he's going to throw up really crazy submissions. He goes for leg locks and things of that nature. Against Mateusz Gamrot, he almost got a knee bar. So he is very aggressive and offensive off of his back if Damir does take him down. So it's not like I'm going to totally, discount that. But he's also the more powerful and the more creative striker too. So it's a really, really interesting fight. I think I have to probably lean Damir, but my heart's going to go with Guram. He's training with Khamzat Chimiev. He hasn't been in the cage for quite some time. He's had knee issues. He's had visa issues. I think if I'm going to trust anybody to be able to have a phenomenal camp despite injuries or no matter what's going on, it's going to be someone who trains with the savage Khamzat Chimiev. He's a Georgian, and I just have a thing against betting against Georgians. That's why I can't tell that Kyle Dawkins pick, and I also feel like his brother's going to come back and have a good fight, and then those chakras are going to turn, and then Kyle's going to go back to being the lesser brother. They can't have two good siblings at the same time in the UFC. Right. It's just my philosophy. I'm a poet, didn't even know it. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Guram Kutateladze.
All right.
Guram's a plus one underdog, right? And I think Damir's like minus 170, the favorite.
Yes,
last I saw.
That's okay. About right.
Yeah. So Guram, the only reason he's probably, this is closer is because he looked very good against Mateusz Gamrot. He deserved to win that, but
undefeated Mateusz Gamrot.
What's up?
Undefeated Mateusz Gamrot at the time.
Yeah. I mean, he looked good. I mean, he just got taken down quite a bit, but he was the more active guy. And Mateusz had trouble keeping him down. I don't think Damir Ismagulov's going to have trouble keeping Guram down. But where this is dangerous and why I can see Tom why you're a little wishy-washy in the fight is because I am too. We have a 2-year layoff of a guy who was 28 when we saw him in 2020. He's 30 years old now. He's training at a good gym with a lot of savages over there. That Gustafsson, training academy with Khamzat Chimiev and things like that. Very, very good strikers. He went back to the drawing board over the past 2 years. Was working on the takedown defense for sure. I don't think it'll be enough. He does accept some pretty simple take entries for opponents, and I think Damir is going to be a lot more better at getting those takedowns, securing them. But he doesn't have to. I mean, Damir is very serviceable on the feet as well. Good variety of striking. I think maybe the better boxing, but Guram's got the better, well-rounded striking game with the kicks. But those kicks might be the kryptonite to allow the takedown. So it's always a give and take, a double-edged sword. I'm going to agree. I think Damir Ismagulov should be the favorite here. I'm going to pick him to win the fight. But betting-wise, parlaying Damir Ismagulov might be dangerous just because we've got 2 years of a guy in his prime at 155 in Guram Kutateladze who might have made some improvements, might have learned from his mistakes. It's going to be very hard to bet against either guy here. I'm going to take Damir Ismagulov, though. I think he's got the better opponents. We're looking at Joel Alvarez, we're looking at Thiago Moises. These fights have aged pretty well, and, nobody was able to outstrike him or grapple him at that point. He does have a lot of wins over BJJ practitioners, though, who aren't really threatening him on the feet. That's where the Guram pick is a little dangerous, too, So there's some give and take on both sides. I'm pretty split down the middle in this fight, but I think what we've seen from Damir, the more active I'll take him to win.
Solid.
Fights.
Yeah. Did we all pick Damir, or who did you go with there, Tom?
I'm going to deviate. I'm going to go with Guram.
Oh, okay. I was hoping we had a super lock there.
No,
right.
but I'm going to agree with Patrick, though, that this isn't something that I would put in a parlay. This isn't something that – I mean,
Right.
yeah, you can bet it straight up, but I would
Yeah.
this is Sunday. You know, I'm going to wait a little bit to get closer to the fight, see what maybe develops about these two guys, what we hear, how they look, weight cuts, all that good stuff before betting on it potentially. So, yeah, I wouldn't add this to any.
Also, the part that I love about doing this with you guys on a Sunday night is these lines might change. They might see the OV last name, add that Russian tax to it, and who knows, maybe this goes to minus 200 and we get more plus money on Guram. I'd be more apt to take that shot at that point.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, Sunday, you know, we do this early into the week, and things do change pretty often when it comes to the betting lines. So we'll keep this rolling up to Joaquin Buckley versus Albert Duraev. And this might be the day of the underdogs for me because, and I know you guys are probably going to disagree with me here, but it's hard for me to pick against Joaquin Buckley. I think he's just so exciting. He's really good on his feet. This won't be a parlay pick either because, you know, I mean, this could easily go Duraev's way. But, you know, I think he's plus 200 for Joaquin Buckley. Plus 170. All right. I mean, still, that's a great line right there. And, you know, he's so creative. I absolutely love that about him. You can't forget the spinning back kick against, I believe it was Impa.
Impa Kasangana, yeah. Amazing.
Yeah, that was like an all-time highlight. You know, if you ever want to get people in the MMA, that's